The Qutub complex is a collection of monuments and buildings from the Delhi Sultanate at Mehrauli in Delhi in India. The Qutub Minar in the complex, named after Qutbuddin Bakhtiar Kaki, was built by Qutbuddin Aibak, who later became the first Sultan of Delhi of the Mamluk dynasty. The minar was added upon by his successor Iltutmish and much later by Firoz Shah Tughlaq, a Sultan of Delhi from the Tughlaq dynasty in 1368 AD. The Qubatul Islam Mosque, later corrupted into Qubatul Islam, stands next to the Qutub Minar. The Alai Darwaza is the main gateway from southern side of the Qubatul Islam Mosque. It was built by the second Khilji Sultan of Delhi, Alauddin Khilji, in 1311 AD, who also added a court to the pillar to the eastern side. The domed gateway is decorated with red sandstone and inlaid white marble decorations, inscriptions in Nusk script, lattice stone screens, and showcases the remarkable craftsmanship of the Turkish artisans who worked on it. This is the first building in India to employ Islamic architecture principles in its construction and ornamentation. The iron pillar is one of the world's foremost metallurgical curiosities. The pillar, 7.21 meter high and weighing more than 6 tons, was originally erected by Chandragupta II Vikramaditya in front of a Vishnu temple complex at Udaygiri around 402 AD and later shifted by Anangapal in the 10th century CE from Udaygiri to its present location. Anangapal built a Vishnu temple here and wanted this pillar to be a part of that temple. The estimated weight of the decorative bell of the pillar is 646 kg, while the main body weighs 5865 kg, thus making the entire pillar weigh 6511 kg. The pillar bears an inscription in Sanskrit in Brahmi script dating 4th century AD, which indicates that the pillar was set up as a Vishnu Dvaja, standard of God, on the hill known as Vishnupada, in memory of a mighty king named Chandra, believed to be Chandragupta II. A deep socket on the top of this ornate capital suggests that probably an image of Garud was fixed into it, as common in such flagpoles. The tomb of the Delhi Sultanate ruler Iltutmish, a second Sultan of Delhi, built in 1235 CE, is also part of the Qutub Minar complex in Mehrauli, New Delhi. The central chamber is a 9-meter square and has squinches suggesting the existence of a dome which has since collapsed. The main cenotaph in white marble is placed on a raised platform in the center of the chamber. The facade is known for its ornate carving, both at the entrance and the interior walls. The interior west wall has a prayer niche decorated with marble and a rich amalgamation of Hindu motifs into Islamic architecture such as bell and chain, tassel, lotus, diamond emblems. In 1914, during excavations by Archaeological Survey of India's Gordon Sanderson, the grave chamber was discovered. From the north of the tomb, 20 steps lead down to the actual burial vault. The Qutub Minar is the tallest brick minaret in the world, inspired by the Minaret of Jam in Afghanistan. It is an important example of early Afghan architecture which later evolved into Indo-Islamic architecture. The Qutub Minar is 72.5 meters high, has 5 distinct stories, each marked by a projecting balcony carried on Muqarnas corbel, and tapers from a diameter 14.3 meters at the base to 2.7 meters at the top, which is 379 steps away. It is listed as UNESCO World Heritage Site along with surrounding buildings and monuments. The minar, made with numerous superimposed flanked and cylindrical shafts in the interior and fluted columns on the exterior, which have a 40 cm thick veneer of red and buff colored sandstone, all surrounded by bands of intricate carving in Kufic style of Islamic calligraphy, giving the minar an appearance of bundled reeds. It stands just outside the Quwwatful Mosque, and an Arabic inscription suggests that it might have been built to serve as a place for the muezzin to call the faithfuls for namaz. Also marking a progression in era is the appearance of inscriptions in a bold and cursive Thuluth script of calligraphy on the Qutub Minar, distinguished by strokes that thicken on the top as compared to Kufic in earlier part of the construction. Alauddin Khilji started building the Alai Minar after he had doubled the size of Quwwatul Islam Mosque. He conceived this tower to be 2 times higher than the Qutub Minar in proportion with the enlarged mosque. The construction was however abandoned just after the completion of the 24.5 meter high first story core soon after the death of Alauddin in 1316 and never taken up by successors of Khilji dynasty. The first story of the Alai Minar, a giant rubber masonry core, still stands today, which was evidently intended to be covered with dressed stone later on. Noted Sufi poet and saint of his times, Amir Khusro in his work Tarikh-e-Ilahi mentions Alauddin's intentions to extend the mosque and also constructing another minar. At the back of the complex, southwest of the mosque, stands an L-shaped construction consisting of Alauddin Khilji's tomb dating 1316 AD and a madrasa, an Islamic seminary built by him. Khilji was the second Sultan of Delhi from Khilji dynasty who ruled from 1296 to 1316 AD. The central room of the building, which has his tomb, has now lost its tomb, though many rooms of the seminary or college are intact and since been restored. There were two small chambers connected to the tomb by passages on either side. It was the first example in India of a tomb standing alongside a madrasa. Nearby stands the Alai Minar, an ambitious tower he started constructing to rival the Qutub Minar, although he died when only its first story was built and its construction abandoned thereafter. It now stands north of the mosque. The tomb is in a very dilapidated condition. It is believed that Alauddin's body was brought to the complex from Syria and built in front of the mosque, which formed part of the madrasa adjoining the tomb. Firoz Shah Tughlaq, who underwent repairs of the tomb complex, mentioned a mosque within the madrasa.
I told you about the exam at the beginning? Yes. Right. Il-Tutmish. This is the tomb of Il-Tutmish, who was the son-in-law of the man who built the tower, right? The slave dynasty invaded from Afghanistan. So, after his long duration of rule, he could not complete the construction of his desired kingdom he wanted to build. So his son-in-law helped him to finish his work. You see that? So this is the tomb of the son-in-law of the man who invented the tower or invaded this place in 1100.
This face east, like most places.
Okay. Now in India, it's a very interesting question. What is the direction? This is west direction. West. When you come to India, the Mecca turn, the geography of Mecca goes to west of India.
That's right.
So this is actually west. So they always kneel down towards west and pray towards west. So this is the west direction. So this is known as the Mihrab, a place of worship for the Muslims of that time. Alright? Now there used to be a top right here, a dome. It is called, with the passage of time, it fell.